In this chapter, I will show you how to create bokeh, or you can also call it depth of the field or defocus. Select your camera, as you can see we are using standard camera. Go to Tags, Redshift Camera. And now we have access to Bokeh section. Turn on Override and Enabled, and we would like to use distance from camera. So select your camera, and we have to set up correctly our focus object. And as you can see, I created target null and I place it into the head area because that's the place where I would like to be in focus. Back to the camera and drag and drop target into the focus object field. And now is ready our focus object. Select camera tag and increase COC radius. COC means circle of confusion. And now you can see in our render view how looks our bokeh. Higher values of COC radius produce stronger bokeh. As next step, we will take care about this hotspot, and we need to go to Exposure section, enable Override and Enabled, and decrease allowed overexposure. And as you can see in our render view, now it looks much better. Back to our bokeh section, we will keep strong COC radius, and now we will have look on power. And as we are increasing power, we are changing inside shape of our bokeh. One more time I will show you power with value 1. So now our bokeh shape has 0 transparency inside. And now we will try to go even lower, 0.5. And as you can see, again we are changing shape, but this time it looks a little bit like mix of the focus. And value 0.2 can show it even more. But remember the default power value is 1. So always start with 1, and you can increase your values depends what kind of the shape you are looking for. But my recommendation is never go lower than 0.75. Next parameter we have aspect. Aspect values more than 1, stretching our bokeh horizontally, and values lower than 1, stretching our bokeh vertically. So if you don't want any kind of the stretch, use default value 1. Next we have shutter blades, where we can change shape of our bokeh. 0 means circular shape, but let's do try 2. And as you can see, we are getting triangular shape now. And let's do increase our power to see it even more obvious. And now you can see even better in our render view how looks our bokeh shape. More blade count you will use, more sides will get bokeh shape. And now you can see in our render view how looks blade count 5. Let's do decrease our power and COC radius to get some more realistic results. And as next step, I will show you how blade angle rotating with our bokeh shape. But as first, let's do change blade count to make our shape more obvious, as you can see in our render view. And now we can start to rotate. And as you can see, we are rotating with our bokeh shape. Higher values producing stronger blade angle rotation. In image section, we can use custom bokeh image, which will affect look of our bokeh. But first you have to activate this feature. And as next step, we have to load image which we would like to use. And in chapter description, you can find link where you can download samples of bokeh images. And as you can see, custom bokeh image creating very interesting bokeh results, include chromatic aberration illusions. But this bokeh type affected brightness of our image, so we can use normalization mode to correct it. And we have two options how to do it. As first is unit intensity, if we just need to correct intensity and nothing else. Second one is white color sum, which will correct light intensity of our image as well, but also will take care about color correction unbalance coming from custom bokeh. And here you can see how it looks without normalization mode. Let's do try one more example, this time with less chroma aberration and different kind of the shape. And as you can see, we are getting different kind of the result and different kind of light intensity as well. So again, we can use normalization mode to correct it. And now we are getting correct light intensity results again. And let's to increase our defocus, and we will see more obvious what results we are getting from custom bokeh image. And as you can see, in this case is not working power feature. If you don't want to use target focus feature, you can set up focus distance manually, but as you can see, it's usually taking much more time to find correct values. That's reason why always you need helping target object to get better orientation where is it located in 3D space. After that you can read from his coordination correct focus distance. But I personally prefer to use focus distance from camera because I have visual control of our target. And in 3D viewport I can move in our target exactly as I need, so I have full control of focus distance. And easier I can create animation of our target if our shot changing focus distance.